Have you ever wondered the reason why tourists are attracted to certain destinations? Perhaps it's the city branding itself. Do you want to understand what is the city branding concept and how it works? If so, then stay tuned and keep listening, because in this episode, we'll be discussing all about city branding, giving examples of different cities, and most importantly, stay till the end where we're going to be welcoming guests from different backgrounds. Hello everyone, we're your hosts, Hanan and Hussein, and this is Tourist Gaze, where we disconnect you from reality and take you on a trip to paradise.
Everyone, I'm Hussein, and I'll be defining city branding. So, city branding, it has a lot of significant interest in academics and policy, and lately there has been a lot of competitions globally across developed cities in order to attract tourists. So, city branding, it basically enhances the quality of a place for destination to be visited. And in terms of residential, business location and tourist-wise. So city branding is basically separating the visitor from traveler. Basically when tourist organizations, they join to view a place and how they perceive about that specific area. As well, residents, they also have a great influence on them. And for example, let's say a tourist visits Dubai. He should be guided by someone who knows the attractive places in Dubai. So if we look back, in 1970, Dubai was only 2 buildings. Now, as you could see, it has a lot of sightseeing places such as JBR Walk and Dubai Mall. So the main aim of city branding is to develop a new way of communication and increasing reputation, basically brand image. And the two aims, as I said, the two aims for city branding is to build a proper infrastructure and a proper place, attractive place, which it could grab the tourism attention. Thank you for listening.
Building a good image is a crucial activity due to the fact that successful brands give benefits to the cities. City branding is simply all about creating appealing images to attract and retain loyal visitors. It also includes the fact that it is used as a motive to promote local products as well. City image can be forecasted quickly in an international market. Chances of attracting tourists would improve by using creative knowledge. Tourism is a critical component for political, economical, and social transformation, as it aids with the exposure of domestic business within foreign markets.
Furthermore, let's carry on and use the visual understanding to make city branding more understandable. As you can see, this is all about representing the unique and different qualities that each city has. Let's start off with Dubai, as it's called the center of the city, downtown Dubai.
Moving on, let's talk about Porto in Portugal, where they wanted to use their local visual language, amplify it, and then use it in city branding, where the blue printed tiles told a story and is now used in posters, buildings, and even on transportation. This gives it a unique identity that is easily distinguished from others.
As well as we all know, the Eiffel Tower is the known symbol for Paris, and they actually built up a logo in a playful way to display their landmark. As their own brand, it is used everywhere around Paris, as well as flight tickets, which in a way excites the tourists.
in Turkey is known mainly due to the TV shows or the history that it carries. However, it wanted to be viewed in a way that talks about the future rather than its past. And this is how it came up with its own brand, where Izmir was called the frontier city of Turkey. Then a universally known artifact was chosen to represent it. It was inspired by a talisman that had its root in Izmir. It is known to protect from the evil eye, and is the one thing that every tourist has to get as a souvenir. Now that we've visualized what city branding is, we would like to see other people's understanding of it. What do they think of city branding, and how do they relate it to their favorite destination?
Hi everybody and a very good morning. My name is Hamda and today I'm going to be talking about city branding in this podcast. So the first thing that comes to my mind when I hear the word city branding is that it's a marketing technique. I would say that most country utilizes in order to express their uniqueness as compared to other countries. For example, I'm half Filipina, so I come from the Philippines as well. So we go to this unique slogan, it is more fun in the Philippines. So as you know, the Philippines has gone through major negative scenarios over the years, like earthquakes, tsunamis, you can name it, especially with COVID-19. A lot of people are suffering from the lack of oxygen and the lack of healthcare. So we tend to make the best out of most things because we have friends and families that keep us company, and we try to have fun at the very least. So if you were to ask me which country has the best city branding, I would particularly say Dubai, not just because I'm an Emirati citizen myself, but because the Dubai was first acknowledged as a deserted town at the beginning, but with technology and resources making its way through over the years, there are more expats than locals as of now who are given the same opportunities as like Emirati citizens. For instance, they're even given the choice if they want a local passport. So I don't see that as much as other countries. So I think the UAE in general will make a great example of city branding. So yeah, thank you so much for having me in this podcast.
Hello, my name is Farah Muhammad and I'm a journalism graduate from the American University in Dubai. Now, my understanding of city branding is that it's the process from which a city can establish themselves, can associate themselves with specific ideas and characteristics, all in order to promote themselves, to build a better image of who they are to themselves and more importantly, internationally. And when I think of city branding, I can't help but think of my own country, Egypt, because lately they carried out this majestic event and it was the Pharaoh Parade. Basically, what they did is transfer mummies from one museum to another. But I think through this grand event, they managed to, create a specific brand around themselves, being a touristic, beautiful country ready for people from all around the world. And I think there isn't a better way, for a city to promote themselves.
Hello everyone, I'm Hamad. Hi Hanan, thanks for having me on your podcast. City branding, according to me, is a marketing strategy whereby activities are undertaken for the purpose of turning a city from a mere location to a possible destination, a tourist hub basically. In terms of cities, I am from Kolkata, which is in India, and our tagline is Incredible India because we have a rich history and many cultures and different religions that coexist. It's very diverse actually, and they use that in tourism. We have like different monasteries and churches and mosques and temples, and we have old sculptures, ancient sculptures, and religious monuments and other monuments that are used as a form of tourism.
As we can see, everyone has a different view on what city branding is and what defines each city. However, the best cities would be the ones that unify that definition in their tourists' minds and give it a reason to stand out from all the others. Thank you all for watching. Stay tuned for more episodes to come.